already good to go again?
No, I'm ready for the next show, actually. Because we used to play very, very long. This one was shorter, so I'm expecting some more to come.
¿Cómo hacen para mantener esa potencia después de tantos años, después de tantos shows, después de tantos discos y tantas giras?
We don't have a choice, do we?
Well, you should be working at a bakery.
I mean, what do? We had a long break up. This was the first show after a long break. And beyond that, I mean, we're used to it. It's like training in some way, and you do it, you know? And no problem. You know, of course it can be exhausting, but then again, we got time in the hotel to recover.
And we like to be exhausted.
Yeah, we're not playing every day. We eat healthy, we drink unhealthy, and that's a good combination.
That's true. For me, speaking for me, it's just like I'm jumping. I'm not jumping, I'm running on a trampoline. That for an hour, well, four or five times in a week before I start breakfast, and that keeps me kind of going. That keeps me kind of, you know, it's working.
Quiero que me digan qué es lo que sienten sabiendo que están acompañando a Kiss en su última gira, como parte del show.
I think it's the 20th time they do a farewell tour.
It's the farewell tour.
It's the farewell, the final, the really...
This is the final.
Yeah, la última. Of course. It seems like, you know, if I see these guys like Scorpions, Purple, I mean, they're all like above our age, actually. And they've been doing this for years and years and years, and they just cannot stop. And every time somebody says, okay, that's it, we'll stop, it's like 1 year later, they come again. So that gives me hope that we can do the same. You know, I mean,
yeah, that's what I can understand.
There's a few more years.
Once you get addicted, you can't stop something, right?
What you gonna do? Sit at home and...
Yeah, tell him to stop drinking and shit like this, you know? It wouldn't work.
Why?
It wouldn't work, you know? So we got addicted to rock and roll, we got addicted to playing, we got addicted to going out there playing no matter what age. And it's working, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think when you start looking ridiculous on the stage, then it's time to stop. So far, I think we're still far from that. And
you look wonderful tonight.
Oh, thank you, you too, darling. Oh.
Well, I tell you what, there was kind of pressure today. Playing with them is always like a pleasure. But then
it's a pressure.
Yeah, for me it was kind of a pleasure seeing like Roger Glover standing
he was looking at
the stage.
He was looking at your bass neck exactly
and
like
the drummer. Yeah, no, I mean I'm talking about one of the best rhythm sections in rock and roll. Watching us playing, watching me playing. There was a little bit of pressure, but then I thought, fuck it.
I thought it was so cool. Like Ian Pace and Roger Glover, they're still interested. I mean, they come and see what other bands doing, and I like to do that too. You know, I like to go on the stage.
After this gig, I go to the stage and look what new young bands are doing called The Purples.
Exactly.
Falta muy poco para que vengan a nuestro país, falta muy poquito para que vengan a Argentina otra vez. Argentina again.
Yeah.
In few days.
Okay. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, I'm totally looking forward to it. I didn't expect to come back to South America so soon because we played here not so long ago. And then we got the offer for these festivals, and we were like, oh, yeah, sure.
And we were like, oh, let's think about it. Yes.
¿Qué es lo que más disfrutan del público argentino? Y si tienen tiempo, ¿a dónde suelen ir?
We spend a lot of time in the hotel to relax, but there's places, I know some people, and I like to go out in the evening to go to some bar, you know, have a few drinks and hang around with people, as long as it doesn't get transformed into an autograph and photo session. Because then, you know, and it's pretty possible, you know. Like there's a few clubs that they know the shit, and they can like keep people a bit, you know, give us a little privacy, which is fine.
Sabiendo que hay tantas grandes bandas internacionales que grabaron DVDs, que registraron shows por el público argentino, ¿qué pueden decir acerca de justamente el público tan caliente como lo es el nuestro?
It's not a pressure with the audience over here. It's something very special, I would say. I was just like, I'm just coming right out the wardrobe from the Angra guys, saying hello, celebrating, saying cheers, and we were talking about the audience, you know. I mean, you see guys crying in the audience because of them being very, very emotional, you know, about the music, about the whole thing, you know, and they go really like, you don't see that in other parts of the world like that.
Actually, for me, was one of the first places in South America to start off touring with Gamma Ray back then, and it took a long time actually to make it happen. And when we came here, it was Argentina was just like, wow. I mean, it was a horrible club. It was the Cemento.
Sí, un clásico. Classic.
It was a classic hellhole. I mean, it was so, the sound was awful. I mean, everything came back cemento, you know, everything was concrete, and the sound came back from all directions. But the people were fucking amazing. They were tearing down the barrier and stuff like that. It was really a blast, and still this kind of hot-blooded temper is still there, you know. And when we go and play, it's just like people are really enthusiastic, and that of course kicks us too. Un grande saludos a las oyentes de la programa La Viola from Helloween.
Sí, señor.
Ne? Hast gescheckt, ne? Yeah, metal on, guys.